Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about a letter to God, the first chapter of our book, that is a character where main character is Lencho, and we have already discussed almost 4 or 5 parts of this same lesson. Now we are discussing the very last part of this lesson, and still now we have come to learn that Lencho, who had written a letter to God, and then the response came from the postmaster. The postmaster here rolled as a god. He sent money to Lencho as Lencho was required, and he wrote the letter to God asking for 100 rupees. But unfortunately, the postmaster could not collect so much money, 100 pesos. So he just collected 70 pesos and sent to Lencho. What happened next? We are going to see that. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Now it happens that the following Sunday, next Sunday, Lencho came. Lencho came to the post office. Yes, Lencho came to the post, but a little bit earlier than usual. That means he was very eager, when Sunday will come. So he was waiting for a week, and then next week, first week at the Sunday on, he put the envelope and posted the letter on Sunday, and next Sunday he came, but it was earlier as usual time, but it was earlier he came. And then he asked if there was a letter for him. He inquired about if any letter for him. He was so simple, so innocent person that he was even wrote a letter to God, and he was quite sure that he would get the reply. So he came to the post office and asked if there is a letter in the name of Lencho. So what happened next? It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him. Actually, it was already pre-planned. They were expecting Lencho will come, and they were collected the money, and sealed envelope was there, were written as a to authenticate the letter, written as a God. So that package was handed. To Lencho, and what the postmaster was doing, he was experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed. So there is a contentment, satisfaction. So every time when we do some good works, when we do some perform of charity, we feel the contentment or satisfaction inside our mind. We think that we have done a great deed, and we feel the pleasure. So the same thing has happened to the postman. He was sitting at the desk and watching everything, that Lencho had come, and the postman who has handed the letter to Lencho, he was watching everything, and he was feeling the contentment. He was enjoying his pleasure and satisfaction at that time, and looked on him from his office. He was watching everything. So Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Here one thing to be remarked, that on seeing money, Lencho was not at least surprised. So deeper was his belief. His belief was so deeper. He was so strong believer in God that even getting the money, he was not surprised. Actually, it should happen that a person who will get the money, he eventually should have to become surprised. Oh, God has listened to me. How astonishing. But no, he was almost quite satisfied. Quite confident that he would get the money. So he was not the least surprised. Here, the slightest word is given, that is the superlative degree of slight. We ask for a slight salt, but here the slight, slighter, and the slightest is the superlative degree is used. Not the slightest, at least he was not surprised. He was not surprised. It may be asked that why he was not surprised. Simple answer, because of his confidence. He was quite confident that he will get the money. So that's what the reason that he was not surprised. So such was his confidence. It was given there. But he became angry. Here to be noted that he became angry when he counted the money. When he counted the money, he became angry. Why? God could not have made a mistake. According to him, God may not get a mistake. God is the Almighty, and that not possible to make a mistake by God. So what happened? Nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. According to his belief, Lencho had requested only for 100 peso, and it is not a very great work, very difficult work for God. God is the Almighty of the all total environment, total universe. So he is the master of all the universe. So he could create anything, and destroy also anything. So he is the master, he is the Almighty. So it is just a slight request according to Lencho to give him 100 peso. It is just slight, simple request. So according to Lencho, God could not have denied also to helping by 100 peso. So it is not a very difficult work for God. So what came to his mind? Immediately Lencho went up to the window, asked for paper and ink. He now again started to write another letter. So he was not preparing. Last, writing the first letter, he was already prepared at home, written the letter at home, put that in envelope. But this time he was not preparing to write a letter. He was thinking, he thought that he would get the money and will go away. But now happens what? After counting the money, he became angry because money was not enough as his requirement. He asked for 100 peso, but he did not get 100 peso. So again, he thought that what's the problem? So that is two possibilities are ignoring by him. One possibility that God may have mistake. So he himself denied that one could. God may not have any mistake. He is the Almighty. He knows everything. He may. So God is not the thing that can do a mistake. Another option is also denied, that God neither denied his request. So what he did, he write again a letter on the public writing table. He started to write with much wrinkling of his brow. That's eyebrow, that when we think deeper, so our eyebrows got shrink. So it was like that condition, wrinkling. The eyebrow were wrinkling caused by the effect had to make to express his ideas, because he had to express what he will write. He was thinking how he will express himself now at the angry moment. So due to that, wrinkles were there in his forehead. So when he finished, he went to the window, and by a stem again he went to the window where he bought a stamp and licked that one, which he licked, affixed to the letter, and then the letter with a blow of his fist. That was the stamp is attached with the glue, but that glue should have to licked with or you have to drop 2 or 1 drops of water at the back of the envelope, so that becomes smoother. The glue is used, dry glue is usually. So dry glue is not attached with the paper, but when that becomes soft with licking with our tongue or dropping a drop of water, so that becomes smooth, and then if you fist that stamp on the paper just like this, you can fix that one. So he did the same thing. The moment the letter fall into the mailbox, the postmaster went went to open it. The postmaster, the postman, all were very eager to wait what he had written. So just he went away, Lencho went away, dropping the letter. And immediately the postmaster went and read the letter. What is written? God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reach me. Only 70 pesos reach to me. Send the rest. That means send the rest 30 pesos, since I need it very much. He has already mentioned that he did not ask anything extra money. He just asked what actual requirement. So that is 100 peso, and he needed the 100 peso. Now as he did not get the 100 peso, so he asked the rest of the money. But don't send it to me through the mail. That means don't send me the money through the post office. Now this time, if you are sending the rest of the 30 pesos of money to me, then don't send through the post office. Why? Because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. The post office employees are crooks. They are criminals. They are cheaters. So this is the irony, last irony, and this is the prominent irony used in this lesson. So it is very pathetic for the postmaster who did, after so much sufferance, even donating his part of his salary to Lencho, and he collected from his employees, he collected many of his friends, he traveled so much for collecting and so tried hard to collect for the act of charity. So after doing all these things, 70 pesos he sent to a person to whom he did not even know, and he sent just for a single fact, that is believe. He was innocent, so the postmaster was keep intact the innocence of a person. Here the motive of postmaster was not to get satisfaction. Here just one thing, that one has the belief in God, and postmaster was trying to intact his belief that is in God. But happens what? Doing this thing, he was donated, he was sacrificing, but the result of his sacrifice became that he is blamed by Lencho, by that same person whom he donated the money. He blamed him that he was a crook, and all the staffs all the members who helped Lencho, but Lencho called them crooks. So this is the irony. This is not expectation. The expectation was that Lencho will appreciate the employees of post office, that they arrange the money, but Lencho did the opposite of that. They Lencho blamed the people, the employees of the post office. So this is the end of the lesson, and where we got the idea of each and every details of this lesson. And now in the following next classes, we will discuss about the questions given here, and we will discuss even after that some MCQ of this, from the possibility of from this lesson. Now you go through the lesson very well, and if there is any doubt, please do comment to me. Thank you.